your From the Depths crafts will never be this bad. Now you may wonder, how is that the case? Like, how so? How would this craft be bad? Like, how can this craft be you know, worse than whatever the average From the Depths builder makes? Well, you see, this is a campaign craft, which should be held to a higher standards compared to normal, you know, player designs that have no rules. However, this craft has more decos than it has blocks. Look, 354 or 153 blocks. If we do the drop a button and get rid of all of them, we'll see that the craft it looks nothing like the original. Pretty much, it pretty much looks like a very low quality build, which it is. Deco here was used to make a very low quality craft. And this is what the craft looks like without the deco. Now, is this a campaign? Is this worth it to be a campaign craft? Is this the quality we want in From the Depths? Now, it's not only just the aesthetic issue that this craft has, you know. For example, if we look at the front, we see it has heavy armor. On the deco version, no armor, and it's full of spikes. Like all the aesthetics here were mostly like down with spikes. If you look at the nukes, we see they're at the very front here, but the actual nuke block is deco hidden at the front, right here. But, you know, it's not like the design was deco spammed to hide, you know, a bad hull. None whatsoever, you know. Things like the jets are also hidden. If you look here, like this thickness, look at how thick the deco is here. If we remove, like, that's a solid like alloy layer right there that could have been used instead, but no, decos were used. But now if you think that, you know, it's just a design issue, well, this craft has some internal issues too. If we get rid of the deco, if you look inside here, so we have the AI is standing on rubber, right? But at the front, it's touching heavy armor. So you know what would happen? We just give it a little bit of EMP. The EMP, like the first thing that EMP got was the light at the front, and then it immediately beelined towards the eye and got rid of it. The shield projector survived. It even killed the ACB at the back here, and the jet. Give it a weaker EMP. It's AI dead again. I don't think this craft even features any surge protectors. I don't think. Yes, so AI on rubber, but no EMP protection, no surges. So like, why would you even? This is completely pointless. This craft also has just a 90-degree camera. So if we use the config here and set the auto detect to 0, if we spawn an enemy behind, let me check. It's unable to see it. This craft is completely blind to behind it. The campaign crafts are required to use a wireless snooper, so they can at least, you know, attack you. I'm not sure if this craft, the Smite, spawns in the adventure mode. But you know, if it did, let me give it a snooper. Now it should be able to, no? I don't think it. Interesting. But you know, only a 90-degree camera at the front like that, this would not do. Interesting. So for a nuke craft, it doesn't even blow up. Like that ACB is set to detonate the nuke, but you know. Interesting. Let's try again. Maybe that was a fluke. Trying on different tank. Maybe without the deco view, so we can see what happens. It didn't blow up. Like it just pushes you. POV nuke, modern day nuke crafts. Yeah. So how can you have an ACB that detonates if an enemy is close, but you know, you don't even blow up? The nuke needs to detonate from ramp damage. So you know, if you think that this is just one bad craft, and maybe the build was rushed, or maybe just decos were brute forced, so the craft got in the campaign. Maybe the K-Toll messed it up or something. But you know, it has a lot of flaws. Let's see if it even has water avoidance. It doesn't look like it has water avoidance. But you know, I don't think that getting rid of fixing the deco issue, I don't think it will solve some of the problems it has. I mean, it has a detection issue. It has like just a bunch of weird things going on with it. But you know, it gets worse. I had people say that I had people confuse this craft, a white Flayer design, with a deep water guard design. You know, when I posted the comparison with all the decos with the Drabba button, some people said, oh, it's fine. It's a deep water guard craft. Well, it's not a deep water guard craft. It's a white Flayer craft. So even if the deco issue gets fixed, like all of this, like you're just making the whole craft, you know, have the shaping of the craft be like the actual decos on it. That won't fix it. That won't fix this design. Because if you use the normal default lightning for ashes, it kind of still looks like a deep water guard design. And people were confused. It's like, this is a white Flayer design? Yes, this is a white Flayer design. Let's give it the Drabba button from behind. I mean, this right here is a campaign craft. This is 100% real. This right here, this is real. They got this in the game. And if you thought that, you know, that was just one design, you know, like one bad design that is a ram craft that couldn't even blow up on contact with tanks. Well, there's more. This is the white Flayer harasser. Same builder, same issues. Almost No detection. It's missing wireless snooper on a flamethrower craft. Like, I think this laser rangefinder may save it. But if this spawns in an adventure mode, look, the eye is on. It's not detecting. It has no idea someone's there. If this spawns in adventure mode, and it's facing backwards, well, it won't. And you are behind it. Well, you're playing stealth mode. Like, this is from stealth is a thing in From the Depths now, because you know the builder apparently doesn't know how detection works. Of course, this would only work in adventure mode. So, because the default will detect the craft. Maybe not. Yeah, the default auto detect will see it. You know, for a car design, the wheels are kind of small. Like, absolutely tiny little wheels. Volume, let's see, 700 blocks. And it's not as many decals as the previous build. Does it have EMP issues? Well, you know, it's kind of touching metal up here. How can you surround your AI in rubber, but you know, the bottom of the craft is touching heavy armor? I'm not sure if these cylinders they don't have enough cooling, but I guess it's a ram craft, so the engines will probably not overheat, because the craft will just die. Yeah, so for a flamer nuke craft, this is a very interesting build, to say the least. I'm gonna drop a button it again to see it in its real form, its ultimate form. The jets at the back hidden. Like, even these jets at the back. Like, what is this? Automatic control. I mean, look at the bottom. Like, what is this? You might as well make it a hovercraft at this point. Look at it. Got the rolls. Got the pitches. But you know, maybe the next craft will offer something better, you know? Like, the previous two were very bad. But maybe, you know, the next build will be better. Let's see. Detection, again, it's bad. If we do the drop a button on this build, well, we may notice that even the little detection at the front changes. Like, how can... wrong build. Like, how can you even have this change? Like, why did that need to be changed for a campaign craft? Does it make it look any better for a design? Does it make it any, like... We will never know what the choice behind that was. The craft can't even stay still when you spawn it in. Does it have any idle animations? Does it just stand there? Is this even on a turret? You could have had missile and idle animations. But no! These crafts never came with any idle animations. What about this detection? Does this change too? No. What about the next craft? The Pilgrim. Couldn't be worse. Like, it couldn't be the same as the rest of the crafts if we drop a button it. No? Like, yeah, this is completely campaign legal. As you can see, completely campaign legal. Just 390-degree cameras. Like, what is this detection? What is the reasoning behind this? There's no wireless snooper. Like, did the Kettle not check for a wireless snooper? Like, are they not required anymore? Like, look at this side. Look at this side. If we remove there's no heavy armor. Boom, it's all heavy armor. It's all heavy armor. Slopes too. Do these at least open? Is there any way to open these? Are just here for show? Are they just there for no reason? It's the volume. It's it's even 3 meters over the volume limit. What about this crane? It just becomes a thing. It's just for a cargo craft. What does it use? Is it RTG powered? No, it's just injector brick. At least the eye is EMP protected. This time they got it right for once. Like, we live. Check this out. The Deepwater Guard Kopesh, EMP proof. We live in an update, in a From the Depths update, where Deepwater Guard are EMP proof, but the white flares are not EMP proof. What about the flamer tank? Couldn't be bad, right? Couldn't get grab a buttoned. Is there block missing there? Look at it. It's even missing blocks. Detection, like, again, this detection is bad. It's hilariously bad. Because if you spawn something behind, look, config, 0 detection. Something's behind, nothing. The craft will just stand there and do nothing. Like, it can't see behind it. Like, wireless snoopers are, and the new craft couldn't even get to the target. It just blew up. It just blew up. It can't happen again, right? It can't possibly happen again. That was a fluke. That was a fluke. That was just a From the Depths goof, right? Oh, call avoidance is triggering, but the craft's not fighting. Like, there's no detection. Like, this craft it's triggering call avoidance, but it's not fighting the enemy craft. It's running away from it. For a car, this is tank level volume. Like, what if I just spawn a scarab next to it? Scarab, less volume than the car. So a white flare car is the size of a Steel Empire MBT. No, in fact, it's even bigger. Slightly bigger. In the size comparison. Look at them. This logo here is touching all the white flare colors. This logo here does not make any sense. And it's just full on just deco spam. Just brute force deco is what the new white flare designs are. Just brute force spikes, you know, spikes, metal plates, and that's it. That's all there is to the new designs. Like there's nothing, it's only used to hide bad hull design. Like all of this is just used to hide bad design. Watch. You have your car here. Drop a button, boom. What is this? Look at it. There's not even glass. Like they didn't even use glass for this. And though the rampart would be clipping through the roof there. And this is another craft that doesn't even spawn idle. You just spawn it in and it keeps moving. What if we drop a button it from the back? The back could be bad. No, it's all flat. It's all flat. It's all just deco hidden. These are the new white flare designs. It's all just brute force decos to hide bad skills at the game. At least this one has doesn't have that bad of a detection. This one can actually fight you in adventure if it spawns in and can see you. What about the ramming? Can it do its own job? Check the auto detect. It's default. Can it even do the job it's supposed to? But it missed. Is it gonna hit? Is it gonna do anything at all? No, it just drives. It just drives forward. It just drives off into the horizon. POV. New white flare designs. It even turned off the pack. It's that far away. It's look at where the craft is. Look at where it's going. It just it didn't even. And it just dies with this black confetti. It's surrounded in stone. Does it have vital animations? Nah, it's just thrust vectoring. Not like it can idle anyway. It's just thrust vectoring. There's no breadboard commentaries. These are all just dust in here. Like if a new player opens this breadboard, they'll have no idea what's going on. Like you can't tell if this is these are the dust kickoff effects, but you know, there's no indication of that. It's just POV movement. And even though they used superchargers, you know, the less RPM the better. The RPM is maxed. The RPM is just maxed. Like you get no benefit. This might as well have been an ejector brick. But the next craft, the tank destroyer, whatever this is. Do you even need that many rail magnets? Is this really necessary? This would just make the craft really expensive for no reason. Does it have idle animations? No, it just spawns in with the turret just aiming horizontally. Understandable. No, it does have vital animations. They just kick in really slowly. You know, both of these tanks just kind of look the same. Like you have the little side things and the little mantlet. Look, they just look the same. They have the trench crossing design at the back. Just this one has a plow, or this one just has spears at the front. Like little side spikes. Side spikes. Like both of these crafts just look the same. Well, we drop upon them. Will they look the same? This one does not cook with the deco. You know, one weird trend that you may notice with these new woke Flayer designs is that they've been rotundified. You can see here at the sides, this here is all round. They have this round little shape to them. What is this? Even at the top there, they get rotundified. Look, even here. They just have this little rotund shape to them. You know, even here, they just get round. Here's a good example. Like, look at this. You have 2 meters, boom. 4 meters. And then it just gets to the little 8-meter rounds. Or 8-meter in length. Maybe 6. It's probably 6. Like, it's just this rotund. They gave white flares this rotund shape to them. But you know, if you don't know why this is a problem, basically if you don't know why this is a problem, an issue, is the human eye is when it sees round things, it automatically assumes them to be, you know, cute, innocent, and things like that. And white flares are all about being this spikiness, this edginess, but they made it round. So when you look at this, you don't go, oh, scary, dangerous. No, they made them cute. They made them cute. So when the human eye sees things like triangles, things like spikes, they automatically assume that they are dangerous. When the eye sees things that are round, they assume that they are cute, they are friendly. And when the eye see things like the rectangles, they immediately assume like stability. You know, things like it, that what you're looking at is a stable thing. But when you look at white Flayer designs, these are all just round. These are all just round shape. If they were supposed to be, you know, sports car shaped, well, they kind of failed. Like, when you look at this design, do you think of a sports car? Is this a sports car when you look at it? Like this. Does this remind you of a sports car? And look at the sides here. You have this round, and then all this area is just flat. There's zero detail there. You have details here with the paint and all of this. Sides here, nothing. There's just... You have a little depth here, but, you know, it's just flat. You have this round shaping, and then just flat. Of course, we gotta drop a button them. We gotta see how they look without the decals. You know, most of it, it's a lot of paint. At those gaps, can I see internals through here? Let's drop a button it again, cause you know it's fun. Look at this build. Boom, the drop a button. Even the detection here. Like, why did they do that? Why do they need to change this detection? Like, watch. This is infrared visual. Like, this infrared camera, it changes to the not the visual camera changes into that. Like, there's no reason to do that. If you drop upon this, this one has a funny animation there, which is just the piercer from the nearer campaign. Interesting. Interesting. What about this guy? So you know, campaign craft's quality is at an all-time low right now. And now you understand why your designs, like your personal from the depths designs build will never just be as pathetic as these. Like, how can you have standards for a campaign, rules on decos, and they are not even, like, they are not even being followed? Every one of these crafts are just brute forced decos. Like, there's no effort required anymore. You don't even need to make a functional craft anymore. You can just spam decos and you get your craft in the game. That's all you have to do. Like this here, look at this. It's all just decos. The craft doesn't even have to be functional. It's a RAM craft. Does it even blow up? No? Good. Very good. Get that in the game. Get this craft in the game right now, immediately. Like, all of these designs are just brute force decos. Like, there's just it's all just to hide, you know, bad skills at the game. You can never have a good looking craft without having a good looking hull first. Spamming decos, just brute forcing decos will never help you. Especially this is a campaign craft. Over here, look, the player can see you have some vision ports, you get rid of it, boom, it's just all solid. It's just, you have even these deco hidden jets. Like, no amount of deco will save crafts like these. Your personal designs will never be as pathetic as these woke Flayer designs. They have downgraded the Ashes of the Empire campaign with slop, brute forced deco slop that does not even function properly. A ram craft, a nuke craft, it doesn't even blow up. No, it literally just blows up on the way to you. Nah, this is the campaign quality we have now. And with that being said, that's why your your personal designs, your builds will never be as pathetic as these new woke Flayer designs. Thank you everybody for watching. I wish you the best. Lord God bless you.